It may be hard to get our heads around it in 2017, but nostalgia is a fairly recent phenomenon in America, a country that up until the early 1970s prided itself on constantly centering on looking forward, not back. But by the time Ronald Reagan was elected president in a landslide in 1980, looking back had become as American as apple pie. And launching on Netflix on October 27th this year, the second highly enjoyable season of Stranger Things plugs right into that tenacious tendency, with a seasonal jolt that will remind you exactly why the SAG Award-winning Duffer Brothers created series was such a phenomena of its own back when it first debuted in the now long ago summer of 2016.
These are not nightmares. It's happening. And it all leads back to here.
Kicking off literally 33 years in one day after the 1984 depicted in the opening scene, the 9-episode Stranger Things 2 puts the upcoming 80s-soaked and Spielberg-directed Ready Player One on notice, as it sheds any hesitation about going fully upside down into the Reagan era. Picking up with a Blues Brothers-ish car chase and some Red Dawn plot lines tossed up as narrative tinsel, the appropriately spooky Halloween vibe and dark government schemes with the cast addition of a seemingly villainous Paul Reiser, who seems to be on a bit of an 80s spree of lately himself, I've noticed, 1 year after the events that struck sleepy Hawkins, Indiana, and the Briars family and friends back in season 1.
This thing.
You said it was all in his head. And what have you done? Nothing. What is wrong with my boy?
Look, if you were charmed by the unexpected deafness, Millie Bobby Brown's breakout role as Eleven, the homages and early digital age action and conspiracy of the first season of the excellent Again, Winona Ryder and David Harbour led Stranger Things, this second season, set on the eve of the great communicator's re-election, should be on the top of your binge list this weekend. Like Terminator 2, ST2, which has a visual air kiss of sorts to the original James Cameron pick, crafts itself away from the pitfalls of wanting to fix something that is far from broken. But also, in the strongest sequel tradition, spices itself up as it plays to its strengths simultaneously. Which means as endurance becomes the key this cycle, going a bit more Stand By Me, searching for Barb, bringing Brett Gelman, Sadie Sink, a very straight out of Lost Boys Decray Montgomery, and Sean Austin on board, some of the Police's synchronicity on the soundtrack, and playing with a clearly bigger budget, ST2 never loses the core relationships that made its first season, and all good stories, work so well. Or to quote Harbour's pain-harboring, huffing, and grumping police chief Jim Hopper, who, like Halt McCauley on the 70s set Mindhunter, makes me seriously think about taking up smoking again, by the way, it's not like it was before. It's grown. And growth turns out to be good.
It's Judgment Day. Which is why we need as much help as we can get.
Certainly something that has grown is the core cast of Gaten Matarazzo, Caleb McLaughlin, Noah Schnapp, and Finn Wolfhard, with all of them, but especially the It star, really maturing their respective video arcade-addicted characters and expanding in range. And when it comes to range and growth, not to mention hair, Brown proves that her resonating performance as Eleven in season 1 was a sign of a star, not a one-hit wonder. And in a series with a lot of one tune or half a dozen songs that seem so 80s defying on its soundtrack, ST2, even more than the first season, is all about getting the pace and the tone right. And they so do that, with a look back and forward that is strong and ultimately not strange at all.